Week 13 matchup for you here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he's got room.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On play action, Mills. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Again, Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown! Chase Claypool with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Nwonger now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
This one goes underneath to Walker. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They get 13 there. First down, Vikings. A first down throw for Mills. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Here's Mills. Throw out wide to Walker. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Vikings add 8-3 now. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
Boy, my nigga want to throw to the running back the whole game.
They certainly did a nice
Trash
job
play. Watch this.
improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. They go play action. Mills. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll get it inside the 20. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mills. Throw left side, complete. That's Walker. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Mills to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Play action now, Mills. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Walker, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Mills now. McKinnon here, it's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd.
Working out of the gun, Mills. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kenneth Walker That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And this will be caught by Mooney. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down per minute and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. His pass on target. Velus Jones with it. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Looking downfield for Jones. And this one is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, Mills. And Walker with it over the middle. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Mills to throw for it on 4th. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as this defense went a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Looking to throw is Mills. To Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 24, Mills. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
They're trying for Reagor, but it's intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here. A long way to go. Now it's Wilson. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he will have the Bears' 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. This complete to Jones. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get him the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, 3rd down. Maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Santos' kick is up and through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Something so trash. Boring playing this bum ass man.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
So fucking bored.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Johnson. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Not an easy spot here, and they'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
That's pulled in at the 32. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense now ready to get this next drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he is
That's a great tackle.
quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Wilson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On first down, Wilson. That's complete to Mooney. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A first down throw from Mills. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
17 yards. First down, Chicago.
Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On second down, Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They go to Johnson again. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Play action. Now Wilson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now a third down throw that misses the target, incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
It was taken down by Lonnie White.
From the 29, Mills. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Play fake, Mills.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Locates Hardman for another catch.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
On play action, Mills.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Michael Thomas from 6 yards away.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Wilson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 42 yards.
wins. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Wilson going to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth-quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Defensive back having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Mills back to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 28. Now Mills. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Mills looking to throw it. And this is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, they get him wet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from loose.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big connection on that one. 59 yards. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Straight ahead, Walker.